as Apple gears up for one of its most anticipated product cycles in recent years. The iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max are slowly stepping into the spotlight. New details are surfacing almost every week, and if the latest leaks are to be believed, Apple is preparing for more than just a routine hardware refresh. In fact, what's coming might redefine how we see the Pro lineup entirely. A new set of iPhone 17 Pro renders has recently emerged online, adding more fuel to the growing wave of speculation. These visuals are courtesy of leaker MagSafe. Source has been known to occasionally hit the mark when it comes to design previews. The renders claim to show both the iPhone 17 Pro and its larger sibling, the iPhone 17 Pro Max, inside clear transparent protective cases, giving enthusiasts an early look at what might be a significant shift in Apple's hardware design philosophy. And this time, the buzz is about more than just new colors or polished titanium frames. We're talking about real physical changes, including a revamped camera module, shifted Apple logo, repositioned MagSafe hardware, and even internal tweaks that could improve how the phone interacts with its growing ecosystem of accessories. Let's break this down and explore what the iPhone 17 Pro might actually look like, and why these changes matter far beyond aesthetics. A new era for iPhone cameras. The ultra-wide camera bump takes over the most immediately noticeable element in the leaked renders is the completely reimagined rear camera setup. Historically, Apple's Pro-level iPhones have stuck to a relatively consistent layout, 3 rear lenses aligned in a triangular pattern on a square bump in the top left corner. But the iPhone 17 Pro series appears to change that narrative. According to the leaked images, the camera bump now spans nearly the entire top portion of the device, creating a horizontal bar that feels more pixelesque or reminiscent of the Galaxy S10 5G's camera design. But unlike those phones, Apple is still maintaining its triple lens setup, only this time the individual lenses have been pushed closer to the far left edge. More interestingly, Apple seems to be relocating the LiDAR sensor and True Tone flash module. Instead of placing them adjacent to the lenses as seen in previous generations, they've been pushed further to the right, aligning with the outer edge of the new, wider bump. This shift isn't just a cosmetic decision. It could reflect deeper changes to internal component placement. The wider bump, while bolder, may serve a functional purpose too, improving thermal efficiency, providing space for upgraded sensors, and possibly even laying the groundwork for next-gen periscope-style zoom lenses that Apple has been rumored to be working on for years. MagSafe adjustments. Why Apple's magnet ring is moving. Another subtle yet impactful design change involves Apple's MagSafe system, which has become a core part of the iPhone accessory ecosystem since its debut on the iPhone 12 series. And the new iPhone 17 Pro renders. The MagSafe ring of magnets is visibly positioned lower on the back of the phone compared to the iPhone 14 or iPhone 15 Pro models. This small shift could make a big difference when it comes to accessory alignment and usability, especially with the new, wider camera bump possibly interfering with wallet or charger placement. According to insider leaks, this repositioning is intentional. Apple reportedly wants to ensure that MagSafe accessories like card holders, power banks, and wireless chargers can attach securely and function efficiently without being blocked or misaligned due to the redesigned camera system. This change might also offer more flexible compatibility with third-party accessories, reducing user complaints about imperfect alignment or wobbly connections. Apple logo placement, a small shift that speaks volume as in what might be one of the most controversial design changes to date. Apple appears to be relocating its iconic Apple logo on the iPhone 17 Pro models. Traditionally, the logo has always been centered vertically and horizontally on the back of the device, a visual anchor that's both symmetrical and instantly recognizable. However, the new render suggests the Apple logo may now sit lower than usual, closer to the bottom half of the phone's rear surface. This repositioning may have less to do with branding and more to do with spatial engineering. By moving the logo downward, Apple could be clearing up visual space for the camera bump, giving it a more balanced and minimalist look. At the same time, the logo's new placement also aligns better with the shifted MagSafe ring, creating a cohesive geometry between physical components and brand identity. Interestingly, earlier leaks speculated that Apple might align the logo directly in the center of the MagSafe ring, but that theory seems less likely now. The logo appears to sit just beneath the ring, not in the middle of it, confirming a growing belief that Apple is prioritizing functional layout over perfect visual symmetry. Renders, reality, and rumors. Can we trust this? While these new iPhone 17 Pro renders are certainly exciting, it's important to approach them with a critical eye. Leaker MagSafe has a mixed track record. often sourcing information from Chinese social platforms and occasionally releasing concept art rather than official design leaks. So, are these renders the real deal? That's hard to say. But what gives this particular leak more credibility is that it aligns with several independent rumors that have emerged in recent months. Multiple Apple insiders, including some with more established reputations, have hinted that the iPhone 17 Pro lineup could feature a completely new rear layout internal reorganization to improve thermal flow, more durable MagSafe aluminum updated LiDAR, and imaging hardware, a push toward even thinner bezels and better display to body. Radiation multiple sources echo similar changes. It's usually a sign that Apple is seriously considering or already finalizing those design directions. Functional design. More than just looks, Apple has never been a company to redesign for the sake of aesthetics alone. When the tech giant makes physical changes to its iPhones, there's almost always a functional motive behind the choice. So what could be the real reasons for these iPhone 17 Pro redesigns? Improved camera capabilities, moving sensors apart and widening the camera bar, could allow for larger lenses, better depth mapping, and more advanced stabilization mechanisms. This could bring huge benefits for mobile photography and our experiences. Accessory ecosystem optimization. Apple knows the importance of seamless integration. Adjusting MagSafe and the logo to better fit the phone's back design ensures a more consistent user experience with add-ons, especially as the company pushes forward with spatial computing. Internal component restructuring. A new layout may allow Apple to create more room for a bigger battery, accommodate new thermal management solutions, or prepare for AI processing modules expected to be part of future series chips. Sleek and minimalist aesthetics. Let's face it, Apple still cares deeply about design. These changes could also reflect a desire to make the iPhone 17 Pro look more sophisticated, futuristic, and premium than its predecessors. When will we know for sure? As we edge closer to Apple's typical September launch window, we're bound to see more leaks, CAD drawings, dummy unit images, and case maker schematics that will either confirm or disprove what we've seen so far. Typically, Apple finalizes iPhone designs by March or April, which means the company is likely already producing test units. If these renders are based on leaked supply chain data, they might very well reflect the final look, or be very close to it. The big reveal is expected during Apple's fall event in September 2025, where the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max will take center stage alongside iOS 19, new Apple Watch models, and possibly updated AirPods. Final thoughts. A bolder vision for iPhone 17 Pro. The iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max seem poised to introduce a bold new design language that prioritizes both functionality and visual appeal. From a dramatically wider camera bump to a repositioned Apple logo and MagSafe ring, the changes may seem subtle at first glance, but they signal something much bigger. Apple might finally be ready to break away from its classic Pro design template, offering a device that feels truly next-gen, both in appearance and usability. Whether you're a photography enthusiast, a design purist, or just an Apple fan looking forward to your next upgrade, the iPhone 17 Pro is shaping up to be one of the most exciting releases in recent memory. Stay tuned as we continue to track every leak, render, and official announcement leading up to launch. The future of iPhone is about to change, and it's going to be smarter, sleeker, and more powerful than ever before.